Curious, and welcome back. It's been a long time since there was such a big international commotion. Euro 2020 has been awaited by all sports fans, and not only. Postponed to 2021 due to the coronavirus pandemic, the games have only just begun and already the whole world is talking about them. Cristiano Ronaldo has once again showed what he is capable of on the pitch, and in his first match he became the top scorer in Euro history. However, this record was overshadowed by himself, and all because he put down his Coca-Cola bottle at the press conference and instructed people to drink water instead. While Ronaldo's gesture has gained him the attention of millions, others are pointing out his hypocrisy and bringing up his old ads of the sportsman. The media is already proclaiming that he has harmed the company of his behavior and cost the conglomerate an estimated loss of billions of dollars. What is all this about anyway? And why the fuss? Will the soccer player face any consequences or fines? How did the Coca-Cola representative react to his behavior? Stay tuned till the end of the video to find the answers to these questions, but before then, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, turn on the notifications, and subscribe to our channel. The name Cristiano Ronaldo can be found on everyone's lips, whether they're interested in the world of sports or not. His character evokes different, extreme emotions in people. Some adore him for everything and praise his very family-oriented approach to life. Others respect him solely for his skills and sporting achievements, while still others like to point fingers at his way of being and sincerely dislike him. However, some things are undeniable. Ronaldo is one of the best soccer players in the world has seen, and for many soccer fans, he is the best player of the 21st century. The outstanding achievements that he has earned over the years cannot be listed in a single episode, and we are not going to do it today. Repeatedly titled the best and most effective player in history, breaking all records, the now 36-year-old athlete does not cease to amaze soccer fans with his skills on the field. Anyway, you can hear about his successes, which translated into a considerable fortune, in our other episode, the link to which is displayed on the screen above. A few days ago, he again proved that he is consistently in great shape. In the match of the first round of the group stages of Euro 2020, Portugal defeated the national team of Hungary 3-0. Ronaldo scored 2 goals for his team, so now in total he has 11 goals in the history of the Euros, and thus became the top scorer in the history of the European Championship. However, as we mentioned at the beginning, it is not his record that has had the world's media talking about him. It all boils down to Tuesday's press conference on June 15th, and Ronaldo's behaviour at it has echoed in the press. The captain of the Portuguese national team did not like the bottles of Coca-Cola, one of the most important sponsors of the event, placed on the table in front of him. After taking his seat in the hall, he completely pushed them away and moved them to the side. Finding himself under the watchful eyes of the camera, he showed a water bottle to reporters and spectators and said, "Drink water." To some, his move may not have seemed like a big deal, and probably not many expected that moving the bottles would cause a worldwide storm. Instantly, there were reactions online, and mostly the positive ones first. Short notes and posts about Ronaldo's gesture began to resound, and many internet users applauded the soccer star. In millions of comments coming from all over the world, people pointed out that this is how sports stars, who are idols and role models for many, not only young people, should behave. With his gesture, Ronaldo was applauded by many, especially those who realised that the biggest athletes who advertise sugary fizzy drinks, chips and other unhealthy products on a daily basis keep a diet and do not eat processed snacks. For example, probably everyone associates Lay's with Leo Messi's face. Following this line of reasoning, big names usually advertise and encourage people to eat and drink what they themselves do not reach for, knowing that it is not good for their health or condition. And so, one of the best athletes recommended simply drinking water. However, Cristiano's attitude didn't cause only positive reactions. Quickly, a much bigger wave gained momentum, which so far does not stop. A lot of criticism and accusations of hypocrisy are flowing in the direction of the soccer player, and we will immediately explain why. However, it should be noted that the biggest uproar and controversy caused information that his gesture was very harmful and costly for Coca-Cola. Well, let's start with the fact that Coca-Cola is one of the biggest and most important sponsors of Euro 2020, so the manufacturer's drinks are placed in perfect spots for product placement during matches or press conferences. And we probably don't have to tell you what big amounts of money revolve around the world of soccer, players' salaries, and everything else that is connected with this sport. All this is also driven by the machine of sponsors, big concerns, companies, and advertisements. As it turns out, Cristiano Ronaldo, who is called by some fans a soccer god, turning Coca-Cola into water, turned out to have great power. And certainly, his actions have such powers and the consequences they entail. Quickly posts appeared on the internet claiming that the soccer star's disdain for Coca-Cola and encouraging people to drink water greatly affected the value of shares of the American corporation on the stock exchange. Spanish Marca reported that Coca-Cola shares at the opening of the stock market in Europe were valued at $56.1 apiece. And after the conference of the Portuguese national team, the price suddenly dropped to $55.2. The 1.6% drop in share prices caused the total capitalization in the stock market to fall by as much as $4 billion. After the announcement of losses on the stock market, right away more people had begun talking and wondering whether the soccer star will have problems because of this. Ronaldo's clout and reach is evidenced by a lot, and we are not just talking about his achievements and earnings, although it is worth noting that with his work and skill, the Portuguese has earned an image worth multi-million dollars. The 36-year-old is among the top earning and most respected soccer players in the world, which gives him a fortune of $500 million, and thus the title of one of the richest athletes who walk the planet. His Instagram account is watched by almost 300 million people, and this, in turn, gives him the #1 spot among all Instagram users. As we have already said, Ronaldo breaks all records. No wonder that any expression of his disapproval towards companies threatens to damage the image of a given brand and cause financial losses, especially when hundreds of thousands or even millions of fans and other people seeing the behavior of the best sportsman will follow his footsteps and abandon specific products. This is one of the reasons explaining why the financial loss of the American company after the gesture of pushing back the bottles was so huge. In connection with those events, many wondered whether Ronaldo will bear any consequences of his actions. After all, Coca-Cola is an important sponsor of the Euros. At this point, it is still unknown whether the player will face any punishment. The exact decision of both the Euro 2020 and the drinks company is unknown. However, after a comment from a Coca-Cola spokesman, it does not seem that Ronaldo will face any major problems. A spokesperson for the global giant said in an interview with journalists who asked about the implications of the footballer's words that nothing like that has happened. He also added here, and we quote, "Everyone is entitled to their taste preferences and choice of beverage. Footballers who appear at press conferences receive water, Coca-Cola and Coca-Cola Zero from the company. The players and coaches are free to choose the drinks they want." Coming back to Ronaldo himself, the Portuguese has been known for years not only for his dizzying speed and scoring numerous goals, but also for promoting a healthy lifestyle. However, due to the commotion that has been going on for the past few days, internet users have massively started accusing him of hypocrisy and bringing up old advertisements. Years ago, Ronaldo advertised, for example, a fast food giant's chicken, aka KFC. Many began to point out that he had previously not bothered to advertise unhealthy things, including drinks, and some suggested that his behaviour at the conference was a result of simply not getting paid for liking Coca-Cola. However, it is also worth noting that Ronaldo himself has repeatedly referred to his old KFC ad, believing that it did not do any good, and pointed out that everyone, especially athletes, should lead a healthy lifestyle. The group of people criticizing the player are struck by those who point out that the KFC ad campaign took place about 8 years ago when he was at a completely different point in his life and career. It is worth noting here that Ronaldo himself has not advertised any unhealthy snacks for years, so going by this line of thinking, his current behavior was transparent with the current principles that he tries to instill in everyone, especially his children. Tell us, Curious, what do you think about the controversy caused by Ronaldo moving the Coca-Cola bottles and his appeal to drink water? Did you like what he did? Did you expect such a scandal to come out of it? What did you think? Would he face any consequences? Do you think people are right to call him out for his hypocrisy and old advertising, or should they consider his current approach to nutrition? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.